Good day, everybody. This is my first try at having a go with this. So the topic that I have chosen is what are the lessons that we can learn from the FTX fallout? One of the funny things about the FTX fallout is that there is so many things that went right and wrong at the same time that it is quite hard to put fingers around this. And this is one of the most amazing components of the whole situation. I will not be boring you with what is the background story to it, but the questions around what are the lessons that can be learned, they're quite fascinating for several reasons. Number one, that anything that you can imagine that can go right, it actually did happen. The people they were heavily promoted by the many variations of the places, whether it was the known magazines, journals, business reviews, business conversations. Then we have all of the famous people that were promoting it. And on top of that, the company was heavily investing left, right, and center. So therefore, the lessons and what can be put around this, it's absolutely quite amazing. And what I wanted to give my opinion in this whole situation is to look at the various components of the lessons, because the complexity of the marketing efforts as well as the interconnection with so many different agencies, as just mentioned, they are all there. The first and obvious question would be why would an overseas registered company was able to freely and easily advertise itself absolutely everywhere? The owners were contacted and visited by many various agencies to provide the guides and structures for the future of this technology, the crypto, the structure of it as well. So, first lesson, don't take it as what it's supposed to look like. What it basically I'm trying to say here is because there was so much noise behind it and people were concentrating on many components of hey, no, it's constantly on news, hey, it is constantly being heavily promoted, hey, it is with the availability absolutely everywhere. Now let's just invest. Do not follow the crowd, basically what it is. Do not trust in what is going to happen and how it is going to happen. And therefore it's make your own decisions, do your own due diligence, do your own homework, and this is the step number one to it, is look for the signs, do your own understanding of what it is you're getting into. It's like anything else. Before you buy a car, wouldn't you be opening the hood, checking the tires, wiping the windows, and seeing if anything like this worked? And this is exactly what happened here. Is people looked at the car, people had a look. Oh, it has the four wheels. That must be great. So let's move forward. Lesson number one: have a look at what is going on under the hood. Have a look if it has the engine, what is the engine, and whether it is the workable one. So let's go into the next point. If the owners of the financial entity are endorsed and by those that's supposed to regulate them, and then it could be big of a deal. Now, if you're in the same cahoots with those that's supposed to be trying to protect those that are investing and they are not that helpful, then it may be a sign that it's not a great product to invest in. So, same thing can be said about the financial products. Before you purchase anything, there are many lines of regulations, but then we know what happened in 2008. Don't invest in what you totally don't understand. So, although it sounds like I'm going in a circle, this is the most main component about it. Don't follow the crowd and don't invest into something that you don't understand. Crypto in itself, it's such an interesting financial tool where it can be created by anyone at any point of time for any point of reasons. And we've got a number of funny ones, which is either the Dogecoin or whether the Coin or anything like that. So therefore, when you're getting into crypto as well, you cannot do many of the fundamental analysis. When it comes to investing, you need to do the research on who the people behind it, who are they, what are they, how do they work. And we had similarly this year was quite an interesting one of the failure of many bigger uh, places that have done huge damages for ordinary people. So lessons here is don't underestimate your own knowledge. Do the research or do your homework. Try to understand who the people are behind it, who they're in cahoots with, and what they're going to do next. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. That was the stupidest shit ever.